So just as, oh, okay. Good evening and welcome Fox Communities Credit Union members. My name is Rich Scott. I proudly served as your chairperson for the board of directors for the past year. At this time, I call our 86th annual meeting to order. Wow, 86 annual meetings. Because it has been 86 annual meetings, I decided to go back and take a look at what our economy was like when our credit union was started in 1937 as Combined Locks Mill Credit Union. 1937 was the start of America's third worst recession during the 20th century, with real gross domestic product dropping 10% and unemployment hitting 20% for a 13-month period beginning May of 1937, just after America was coming out of the Great Depression. The price of a loaf of bread was 9 cents and 1 pound of hamburger was 12 cents. The price for a gallon of gasoline was 19 cents. The average price of a car was $760. The average cost of a home was $4,100. And the average wages were $1,780 back in 1937. It was this kind of environment that our credit union was created. It was members putting in their savings and deposits to lend to others to acquire cars, homes, and other goods. It truly started out as people helping people. Now in May of 2023, we are again facing uncertain times as we could have a recession looming and we have incredible inflation in the past few years after coming out of the pandemic. Just like those members who created us in 1937, we face uncertain financial times once again. However, we are a strong financial institution and can weather the storm. Let me provide the structure for our annual meeting this year. We have chosen to have our meeting be a web-based presentation again. As in previous years, our goal continues to provide you with a more convenient option to participate in or view the annual meeting. We hope we have accomplished this by allowing you to watch or listen from the convenience of your home or wherever you may be. Members have the option to watch and listen via website link, as well as listen through a dial-in phone number. Our participants will have the ability to interact through voting. I will ask for your participation at key times when I call for a membership vote. On your screen, you should see polling radio buttons for voting. For procedural purposes, I will have a few members with me in the room who will provide a motion as well as a second. Then I will ask the membership to vote. That is your cue to select yes for I accept the motion or no, I do not accept the motion. Remember to push the submit button so we can capture your vote. I will inform you at the appropriate time to vote as well as the results. Unfortunately, voting on the motions is only available to our members who are participating online, as the phone option is for listening only. This year's meeting will provide a summary information of our performance in 2022. We will highlight how our credit union continued to help members, Fox family members during the past year. Madam Secretary, have we verified that our 25-member quorum is present?
We have.
Please record this as an official meeting. Now let me set the agenda for tonight's meeting. First, we were successful with our call to order. Joanne Bogenschutz, our secretary of the board, will review our minutes from last year. Then we will have our first vote. I will provide my board chair report to you. Chris Allen, our president and CEO, will share his report. Emil Zizzo, chair of the audit committee, will share the audit committee report. Kathy Harvath, senior vice president of marketing, will demonstrate the ways in which we support our communities and some of the educational programs we offered in 2022. Jamie Richardson, co-chair of our nominating committee, will explain the election process to select our directors and provide the election results, sharing your choice to serve as board of director for a 3-year term and 1 2-year term. You will also request that our ballots be destroyed. That will be our second vote. Finally, we will adjourn our formal meeting. That will be our final vote. I would like to take a moment to introduce the members of the Board of Directors during 2022. The first person you see is me, Rich Scott, and I served as Chair of the Board of Directors for Fox Communities Credit Union for the last year. And I participated on our other standing committees of Audit, Governance, Personnel, and Nominating. Jamie Richardson served as our Vice Chair on our Executive Committee and co-chaired our Nominating Committee and participates on our Personnel Committee. Joanne Bogenschutz served as our Secretary on the Executive Committee. She chairs our Governance Committee and participates on the Audit Committee. Neil Zizos served as our Treasurer on the Executive Committee. She chairs our Audit Committee and participates on the Governance Committee. Now let me introduce to you the rest of the Board of Directors in 2022. Bill Piniella served on the Audit and Nominating Committees. Krista Draheim chaired the Personnel Committee and served on the Nominating Committee. As you will hear later on, Krista became a member of the Fox Senior Leadership Team. Marty Doctor took over for Krista as Chair of the Personnel Committee and served on the Governance Committee. Jessica Fleet co-chaired the Nominating Committee and served on the Personnel Committee. Michael Volker served on the Audit and Governance Committees. Paul Sipple served on the Personnel Committee and took over the board position vacated when Krista Draheim became a member of the Fox Senior Leadership Team. I want to thank all the board members on behalf of the more than 123,000 members for the efforts you made to help direct Fox Communities Credit Union in the past year. I also want to thank the family members of the Board of Directors for their support and tolerance of our time away from them while we were serving on the board. We appreciate all you do to allow us to serve as directors. The board is dedicated to excellence, and we strive for excellence by using our directors' talents and the credit union's mission to guide and move us forward. We have over 123 stories of individual members who help make up Fox Communities Credit Union. Our credit union is built by people helping people. Now, I invite Joanne Bogenschutz to review the minutes from last year's annual meeting.
The minutes from last year's meeting are being shown on the screen. They were included in the email sent on April 27th to members with the virtual meeting details and can also be viewed on our website's event calendar page for the annual meeting. Mr. Chairman, no corrections to the 2021 annual meeting minutes were noted. I make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I second.
Joanne has made a motion to approve the minutes, and thank you, Jamie, for seconding the motion. Please vote. There will be a 30-second pause as the votes tabulate. The motion to approve the 2021 annual meeting minutes passes. Thank you, Madam Secretary Bogenschutz, for the review of our minutes. This past year, we continued Fox's commitment to its members and communities. One of our most important commitments to our members is to continue to be a strong financial institution. I am pleased to report that Fox Communities Credit Union is a financially strong credit union with continued year-over-year growth in assets, loans, and deposits. Fox grew in assets from $2.452 billion to $2.692 billion, or 9.84% from this past year. Having a financially strong credit union allows us continually to invest in our technology to ensure security as well as convenience. I'd like to share just one example of an enhancement made in 2022. Card controls is a feature within the mobile banking app that allows members to control what their Fox debit and credit cards can and cannot do. In 2022, we added the ability for members to alert us of their travel plans. This feature ensures members their cards will work uninterrupted while traveling. They can also turn their cards on or off in case they misplaced it and want to suspend its use until it is back in their possession. We will continue to learn and improve our use of resources so we can provide enhanced technological services for our members. The board of directors works closely with the leadership team, ensuring that Fox will be sustainable well into the future. Those decisions meet the changing needs and security for all of us. We are committed to ensuring our credit union is operated in a sound and prudent manner. We make decisions based upon our mission, which is we partner with our members, communities, and Fox family to build stronger financial futures. In the forefront of driving our mission home is the Fox Communities Credit Union team. Their daily interactions with us provide the smile we are accustomed to, the product support expected, and the world-class member services we receive in a courteous and friendly and professional manner. Their enthusiasm to demonstrate kind service day in and day out is recognized and appreciated. Each of our team members is a special person. I am grateful and thankful to you for your service to our members. 2022 was a trying year, but we remain dedicated to our strong commitment to the communities we serve. The pandemic was over in 2022, but inflation reared its ugly head and interest rates rose at record pace. That did not deter Fox from continuing to raise money for sponsorships of various local charities. Our annual Bike to the Beat registration fees and our team member holiday silent auction raised a combined total of more than $90,000 through the generosity of our members and Fox matching some of those contributions as well. I am also a member of the board of Fox Cares Foundation. I take great pride in the efforts the foundation has made since inception in 2016. The Fox Cares Foundation provides grants and funding various charities in our communities, focusing on ending homelessness, fighting hunger, and providing access to the arts. In 2022, we partnered with the Community Foundation for the Fox Valley region to get more exposure and help with our grant process. 12 grants were given to qualifying nonprofits. So far in 2023, we have already provided 11 grants for more than $56,000. In 2022, the foundation also had our first Swing for Fox Stakes golf outing, which we raised over $14,000. We will be having our second golf outing on July 24th of this year. And in 2023, we will also start a new event, a sporting clay shoot called Shoot for Fox's Sake. The credit union is proud to continue to be a part of the Fox Cares Foundation and support many needed programs to strengthen our communities. We started 85 years ago at Combined Locks Mill when a group of workers pooled their money together to help each other in times of need. We are people, helping you with your financial journey one step at a time. Our Fox team does a great job handling the day-to-day operations of our credit union. But as a member of the Fox board, I'm privileged to have a high-level view of those operations. My job and the job of the board as a whole is to make sure all decisions are made with your needs as our main focus. And this was shown throughout 2022 with the strategic changes we made with our locations and products. In 85 years, we've seen tremendous growth, but none of this is possible without your trust in us as a safe and secure financial institution looking out for your financial future. It has been a joy for your board of directors to work with our CEO and president, Chris Allen. Chris has done a wonderful job leading us through these interesting times of rising interest rate environment and inflation, not to mention the pandemic. Chris has continued to find opportunities and ways to deal with the challenges we face as a credit union, and Fox Communities has continued to prosper. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Chris Allen, our president and CEO. Chris has dedicated himself to Fox Communities Credit Union and become a respected servant leader this past year. His passion for our members and Fox team members, along with his drive towards excellence, has been shown throughout this past year as our president and CEO. I am encouraged by Chris's thoughtful and precise decision-making he has made this past year. His performance has demonstrated his commitment to the membership and the team. During these uneasy, thought-provoking, and challenging times, the board has built a strong partnership with Chris. It is my pleasure to invite Chris Allen, our President and Chief Executive Officer, to provide the President's report.
All right, thank you, Rich. And thank you to the board and the entire Fox family. It's quite a lead-in, 3 paragraphs of lead-in. So good evening, Fox members. Over the next few slides, I will cover some of the major milestones your credit union accomplished in 2022 and provide you with how the credit union performed. I will also bring you up to date with what's happening in 2023 and beyond, then wrap up with some team member anniversaries, retirements, and awards that occurred in 2022. I would like to start though by recognizing some senior leadership changes that were made this last year. First, congratulations to Lindsay Beyer on her promotion to Vice President of Digital Services. Lindsay has led our digital banking area for several years now and has built quite an amazing team that continues to update and improve our offerings in this area. Her promotion recognizes both her effort and contributions, but also emphasizes the importance of digital banking for our members, and it will for years to come. Next, I would like to introduce you to 2 new members of the executive office. First, Krista Draheim joins us as the Vice President of Strategic Planning and Delivery. Krista will be focused on helping our organization mature with respect to strategic planning and the delivery and execution of initiatives that support it. When creating this new position, we knew we needed a team member with a unique set of skills, someone with a strong background in strategic planning, mission-centric project management, and a passion for the credit union movement. Now, Krista is likely a familiar name to you as she has served on our board of directors for the past 4 years, as Richard previously mentioned. She has a strong background in banking and in credit unions, and most recently held a similar position with Thrivent Financial, focusing on planning, product management, process improvement, and increased efficiency. Finally, I'd like to introduce Nicole Hanneman, Director of Executive Operations. Reporting to me, Nicole brings a vast array of skills and a tremendous amount of experience in supporting and developing the day-to-day operations of the executive office, including working with our board of directors. With a background in banking, we're excited to welcome Nicole back to financial services industry. Most recently, Nicole was a senior executive assistant and HR supervisor at Fleet Farm, where she worked with the CEO, senior leaders, and the board of directors. In addition to many executive administrative responsibilities, Nicole enhanced processes, systems, and assisted with project management. Prior to that position, Nicole held positions at Baylank Bank, which is now Nicolet, as the AVP Executive Assistant and Project Manager, and at Associated Bank as the Director of Business Banking Administrative Assistant. Join me in giving Krista and Nicole a very warm welcome to Fox and congratulate Lindsay on her promotion. All right. A lot of things happened in 22. One of those things, in 2022, we continued to grow and saw the addition of our new Oshkosh location near Highway 41 on the corner of Highway 21 and Kaler Road. This was actually a move of a branch, as our Winnebago mental health branch was closed and moved to this location. As you can see from the picture, it's a big, beautiful branch, so if you get a chance to visit, you will not be disappointed. In 2022, we also saw the partnership with Schneider Community Credit Union, who chose to merge with Fox. Although mergers can be tricky with all the moving parts they entail, this one went off as well as anyone could expect. And we have been partnered for about 1 year now, exactly, as I remember mentioning it last year at this point. So welcome to Schneider, folks. Finally, we moved into our new corporate headquarters located at 2201 East Enterprise in Appleton. This was an existing 66,000 square foot building near the intersection of Ballard and Highway 41. The building had been occupied by Baker Tilly accounting firm, as well as several other smaller tenants, and was built in 2007. It's a very nice Class A office space with excellent highway visibility. Buying an existing building was a very economical way for us to gain the administrative space we need, given the cost of new construction these days. Throughout 2022, we refurbished spaces and moved most of our administrative team into our new home. There's also a small branch inside, so if you are in the area, please stop by and say hi and come see it. 2022 also saw us continue to work the strategic plan that the board and management had developed over the last several years. I would like to take some time now to touch on one of the high-level concepts of the plan, which is our Fox family. To start, a little over a year ago, we sat down to revamp our mission statement. Through this process, we clearly saw that our people, our Fox family, were very special. These folks really take caring for our members seriously, and it shows in everything they do every day. This is one of our key strengths. Our Fox family is one of our key strengths, and playing off strengths is the cornerstone to any great strategy. Thus, we started a process by which we would emphasize and build around the strength of our Fox family, believing that they are the key to creating a lasting member experience that will add value to our members over and above any other options that may be available in the market. We have enhanced our learning and development area to offer more and better training, enhanced our benefits and pay in order to help retain our people through one of the tightest labor markets in recent history, and overall have implemented numerous organizational cultural initiatives in order to show our Fox family the love, value, and respect they deserve. Our goal for our members with this strategy is that our people, the ones that make Fox special enough to consider us your primary financial institution, will have the knowledge, skills, and attitude to provide you with the exceptional service that you demand and deserve of us. In short, happy Fox people will make for very happy Fox members. 2022 also saw the start of some turbulent times in the financial services sector. Very early in the year, we began to see the impact of inflation on our economy, and then the Federal Reserve began raising interest rates. The combination of these has created an environment where competition for deposits has become fierce and expensive, loan demand at higher interest rates have tapered off a little, and loans and investments that were brought on board in 20 and 21 are at the historic low interest rates and are not paying off anytime soon. This combination creates a lot of margin pressure on financial institutions and will impact earnings of credit unions and community banks for the foreseeable future. You're seeing some of the effects this is having with some of the recent bank failures and may see more of these to come. I'm here today to let you know that Fox is strong and will be able to weather the storm as well as most. The most recent bank failures came from banks with different risk and operating models than we have, and we don't see those same risks impacting us. With a strong net worth, a stable business model, Fox is in a great position to not only weather the storm, but to lean into it and take care of our members and to bring on new members where and when the banks start pulling back. To illustrate this, let's jump into our financial performance for the year. In 2022, Fox continued to see tremendous growth. This was driven by strong overall lending in our consumer, mortgage, and business areas, which helped assets grow by $241 million, or approximately 10%. Again, about halfway through the year, we began to see the Federal Reserve start raising interest rates to help combat inflation. This slowed down our lending activity, but it also slowed down our prepayment and or refinances of loans. So we continue to see strong loan growth despite a decrease in lending activity. As you can see on this slide, we have strong growth in deposits with about 164 million added in 2022. This growth was primarily in our CDs, however, which have seen some of the quickest increases in rate offerings in decades. We also saw an overall decline in our non-CD deposits as the effects of inflation have begun to eat away at member savings, and increasing rates in other areas are causing members to move money out of liquid savings accounts and into other areas such as CDs or bonds. Finally, despite a strong earnings year, we did see a decline in net worth. This is primarily due to how rising interest rates affect the investments we have on our books and the way the accounting standards require us to account for any declines in the value of that portfolio due to the rising rates. Please note that our investment portfolio is still very, very strong, as we only invest in very safe instruments and generally hold them until maturity. What that means is that although there is a decline in the value of the investments as rates rise, we don't actually realize any of those losses as long as we hold them to maturity. Regardless, our net worth is still strong and considered well capitalized by the regulators. These reserves are very important to the credit union as they provide us with a financial cushion should anything bad happen in the economy. In fact, we are seeing right now why having a strong net worth is key to helping absorb economic issues like the current environment where interest rates are rising faster than any time in history. On the income statement side, we saw gross revenue increase almost $10 million due to more loans on the books and rising interest rates, which helped both our loan and investment portfolios. Those rising rates were also felt by our depository members as CDs and savings rates increased as well. We also saw an increase in overall operating expenses due to inflationary pressures as we executed on our strategic plan to add the talent and technology needed to compete in today's competitive financial world and to help ensure that our members have the best possible experience with Fox that we can provide. These added expenses are investments in our future, as having the right people with the right tools is a cornerstone of our strategic plan to keep Fox the credit union you expect and deserve. The net result was an income of $18.3 million. This is down from the prior year, but still strong relative to our peers. We anticipate net income to stay stagnant or even recede a bit in 2023, as the competition for deposits has made the cost of funding our balance sheet much higher than we have seen in the past, relative to the interest rates of our loans and investments. This will continue to put downward pressure on earnings for the foreseeable future. Overall, though, your credit union had a good year financially and is in a very strong financial position. Our lending operations are an important part of our business, as loans are the largest asset on our balance sheet and provide the most revenue for the credit union. Having a strong and growing loan portfolio is vital to the health of the credit union, so I'll take a few minutes now to review how we did in 2022. On the slide you're seeing now, we have broken lending down into the largest categories. Home lending had a very strong production year at $374 million, with the overall portfolio growing a record $143.9 million. Our auto lending area had a very strong year as well, helping over 10,000 people get into a newer vehicle and growing that loan portfolio by almost $88 million. Finally, our business lending area also had a very strong growth year, doing $198 million in loans and growing the portfolio by $53 million. Overall, we had a record year for loan growth at $306 million. $306 million. We did this by making 20,619 loans for $868 million last year. It's important to note, as I do most years, that these aren't just numbers on a financial statement or in an annual report. Each of these loans helped our fellow members achieve a goal, whether that goal was to get a reliable ride so they could get to work, or buy that first home they need to start their family, or buy that second home that's always been their dream. Each of these loans represents Fox helping our fellow members make their lives just a little bit better. You, as an owner of the credit union, can feel very proud of that. As I stated, our loan portfolio is the largest asset we have, so ensuring the health of the portfolio is very important to ensure that revenue stream remains strong and that the credit union doesn't suffer too many losses that would jeopardize the health of the institution. As you can see from this slide, we have historically done very well in this regard. In 2022, our loan loss was 0.06%, which is very small and below the industry standard. Our delinquency, which is the amount of loans that are not being paid on time, was also very low at 0.20%. In general, your fellow Fox members are strong and are paying their loans in an acceptable manner. That said, we are starting to see some pressure in this area as interest rates and inflation continue to rise. It's not yet an issue, but it is something that we are keeping our eye on as the economy continues to show signs of stress. On to 2023 and beyond. There were a lot of great things that happened in 2022, and there are a lot of great things still on the horizon for Fox. I would like to share a few of those with you now. At the beginning of 2023, we rolled out our new Fox Rewards program. The purpose of these programs was to help reward our most loyal Fox members and to provide another awesome benefit of membership. We also hope this will help more people from our community see that Fox is a wonderful option to be their primary financial institution. We rolled out our Fox Rewards checking first, which offers 5% interest rate on the first $5,000 in your account, as long as you meet some requirements that show you are a strong Fox member. This account has some other great benefits, like being able to get your payroll check up to 2 days faster and a reimbursement of non-Fox ATM fees up to $15 per month. So far, the response has been very good and is picking up steam. Shortly after the rollout of Fox Rewards checking, we rolled out Fox Rewards Money Market. Tied to your Fox Rewards checking account and its qualifications, our members could earn up to 2.5% on the funds in their savings account if they maintained, or in the money market account, if they maintained an average daily balance of at least $15,000. Finally, although we have offered rewards on our credit cards for years, we recently revamped that program and are looking to enhance our rewards even more in the coming months. Stay tuned, but one of our goals for this year is to make our credit cards even more competitive and a great alternative for our Fox members to put in the front of their wallet as their primary card. 2023 and beyond will also see your credit union focus on enhancing and evolving offerings and service in our branches, online and mobile, and with our contact center. How our members do banking is constantly changing, and we are seeing younger members interact with the credit union in new and different ways. We are constantly working to enhance our virtual banking options that allows our members the opportunity to do their transactional banking with us on their schedule, not the typical banker's hours. Thus, over the next few years, you will see investments in an evolution that will provide more access for our members through more channels with more and with longer service hours. Also, as transactional activities find their way to these new channels, you will see our branches offering more help in ways that only a credit union can. It's exciting times, and we are leaning into them in order to find more ways to provide more value to our members. On to some really fun stuff, team anniversaries. One of the things that makes Fox Communities Credit Union very special are the people that work here. We strive to ensure everyone feels like they are part of the Fox family, and that has led a lot of our Fox family members staying with us for a very long and wonderful careers. So at this time, I'd like to recognize the following anniversaries and would like to thank the following teammates for their commitment to Fox and to our members. Celebrating 10 years, we got Angela, Cassie, Lisa, Paula, and Stephanie. Congratulations on 10 years. 15 years, Dawn, Laura, Amy, and Tara. 15 years, excellent. We got 2 pages of 20-year anniversaries. I, Amanda, Donna, and Julie, as well as Kim, Mary, Michelle, and Noel. Congratulations on 20 years, everybody. Kathy and Stacy are at 25 years. Congratulations, you two. Look at this guy, Chad, at 30 years. Excellent, excellent. And not to be outdone, Shelley, 35 years. Congratulations to Shelley. Congratulations, everybody, on these milestone anniversaries, and thank you again to all. On to member retirements, moving on. No pun intended. We also congratulated some great team members that decided to head off on their retirement journeys in 2022. We got Kathy, who had been with us for 4 years, Karen, who'd been with us for 4 years, Cindy Gitter, 7 years. And look at that guy. There's Gary Brum, 9 years with Fox, went off into retirement. Oh, Susan Nagel, 11 years she spent with us, off into retirement, and Rick Ripley, 17 years. We had Jennifer Chadwick at 20 years and Cindy Momartz, 26 years of mortgage, of helping our members reach their dreams. Oh, and last but certainly not least, we had Lori, who had spent 28 years also doing mortgage loans with us, and Maureen, past president of one of our credit unions that joined with us, 39 years, and she retired last year. So congratulations, you're all missed, but I hope that retirement is treating you well. The Jackie Johnson Living. So for many years, Fox has awarded team members who have embodied the Fox spirit of service with the Living It Award. A few years ago, we lost one of our family, Jackie. She was the epitome of the Living It Award. So we renamed the award in her honor. 2022's Jackie Johnson Living It Award recipients were Jenna Lohr, Nikki Jurovitz, April Callies, and Cody Leyendecker. These fine Fox family members were nominated by their peers for this award as someone who demonstrated leadership, dedication, and exceptional performance and commitment to our membership and community. Great job, everybody. Now, to wrap up the president's report, our members' input is imperative to us creating the best financial organization we can. I wanted to provide you with a way to ask questions or provide feedback regarding the annual report, the future of Fox, or anything else you would like to convey. So if you'd like, please visit www.foxu.org/questions. And on that page is a form that will allow you to ask any questions that you might have. We look forward to hearing from you. That wraps up my president's report, so thank you. And here is to a successful 2023 and beyond.
Thank you, Chris, for your service this past year. And we all look forward to many more president's reports from you. We also welcome to the senior leadership team, Lindsay, Krista, and Nicole. And now I ask Camille Zizzo, our treasurer and chair of the audit committee, to present the audit committee report.
Thanks, Rich. The audit committee is responsible for overseeing the integrity of our credit union's financial statements, strengths of internal controls, employee compliance with regulations, policies and procedures, and the safeguarding of member information. Throughout the year, the audit committee reviews the effectiveness of the policies, procedures, and controls in place at the credit union based on written reports prepared both by our internal audit team and external audit partners. Areas reviewed and reported on include cash controls, branch and department procedures, member account verifications, and information security. The credit union is regulated by the state of Wisconsin, Department of Financial Institutions, and federally by the National Credit Union Association. As our primary regulators, they examine our credit union on an annual basis. Our last examination, led by the WDFI Office of Credit Unions, with representation from the NCUA, was completed April 3rd, 2023. The exam included a review of the credit union's corporate records, lending limits, legal compliance, safety and soundness procedures, and funds management. No major issues were found, as the examiners found the credit union to be well-run and in strong financial condition. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. Thank you.
Thank you, Camille. We appreciate your service as chair of the audit committee. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the always upbeat, passionate, and energetic Kathy Harvath to tell us about community support and member education activities held in 2022.
Thank you, Rich. Sometimes a little crazy too, but that's all right.
Yeah.
All right, so he said, I didn't say that. So just some fun things to quick touch on. We do collections and drives throughout the years, which is wonderful to do throughout our entire footprint where we can give back to our communities. We do Toys for Tots. We collected over 5,000 toys, a hygiene drive, over $5,000 worth of items donated. We do our best to fight hunger with over 756,000 meals provided. And of course, coats for kids. I think this year we raised more coats than we have in years past. And that's just a wonderful thing to be able to give back to kids in need, especially in the cold winter months that we have. Bike to the Beat, one of our favorite events to talk about. This was actually established back in 2016. It's hard to believe we're going on, I think, our 7th or 8th year. It's just a fun way to bring everybody together. And just a quick little footnote, we need over 200 volunteers to make this work. And many of them come from our team members that dedicate this Saturday and some of the days leading up to it. And Rich touched on some of the things that come out of the ride, but we did raise over $66,000 through bikers registration fees. We've been doing this since the very first bike ride, where we give all that money back that comes from our bikers back to our communities. So it's just a nice thing that we can do. And we hear back from the bikers and they love that fact that we give back to our communities that way. We've increased how many bands play. So last year we had 21 bands and we're gonna have at least that again this year. And we had almost 3,000 riders last year. So we're hoping to get that as well this year. We have almost over 1,200 riders already registered for Bike to the Beat this year, and some fun things coming along the way with that. No, though, to Bike to the Beat, again, in our effort to give back to our communities that we're in, we've got something new we're gonna do. We're calling it Pedal It Forward. And what that is we are gonna ask our members and bike riders if they have any used or gently used bikes to please bring them by our 2 locations at Ashland and Enterprise, May 30th through June 12th. It'll be very well marked. You'll see where you can drop the bikes off. We've got a place that's going to help tune them up. And then we're going to give them back to some local nonprofits that can help people ride a bike that would love to ride a bike but don't have a bike. So we're excited to kick that off. Team member volunteer hours. You see it on the screen. And this is just a few of the ways that our team members volunteer. They did over 1,000 hours just on Fox sponsored events. We're kicking off a little something different this year where we want to showcase all the hours that our team members give back to our communities, not only with our Fox events, but other things that are near and dear to their hearts. So we have a little 10,000 hour goal that we're hoping to reach in 2023. And as of today, I believe we're over 1,000 already, and we just kicked it off last week. So we're really excited about that, and really hats off to all of our team members because they make more of an impact than they know that they do, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much. And member education, some of the things that we wanted to highlight here, we do have a monthly show on WHBY where we talk about all things financial. So it could be buying a home, your credit score. But one thing I really want to call out here is Heidi Kiker, who heads up our fraud department. She does an absolutely amazing job on this show. She gets questions where nobody else gets questions. And it's amazing, just to hear her and hear the feedback that we get from people based on the tips and things that she talks about. We also have a radio show in Manitowoc, and we were putting on more and more virtual webinars as well. Over the years, we're hoping to get back more to in-person seminars because we hear from our members that they really, really appreciate those as well. So watch for more of those to come. And last but not least, our Secure Shred and Recycle events. These are a huge hit with our members. We started out just here in Appleton. As you can see, we've grown to have them throughout our entire footprint, and it's coming just in time for summer. So it starts in May and it ends in the middle of June. And I think sometimes we've had over 600 cars with stuff. So it's our way of giving back and helping our members keep their items secure by helping them shred it and get rid of them. So there you go, Rich. That's just a little tip of the iceberg of everything that we do with our members and team members.
Thank you, Kathy. We always love the energy, passion, and enthusiasm you bring to our credit union. And now I invite Jamie Richardson, Vice Chair and Nominating Committee Co-Chair, to share the election process and the results of our member election.
Thanks, Rich. The credit union bylaws allow for absentee balloting, both paper and electronic, prior to the annual meeting. Because of this voting option, the bylaws do not allow nominations to be accepted from the floor. Due to our virtual meeting, we informed our membership that voting would not be able to take place at the meeting tonight. Therefore, voting was offered via our digital banking and mail-in ballot request from April 21st through April 26th. We had 4,460 members vote in the election. We have 4 board member positions that we are filling this year. 3 board members whose terms have expired and are up for re-election for a 3-year term, and 1 board member who filled in for a position that was vacated during the last year is up for election for a 2-year term. The nominating committee has nominated the 4 incumbents as candidates again. This year, there were no other candidates that came forward. Therefore, we have 4 candidates for 4 open positions. The order of the names on the ballot was determined by a random drawing. The candidates are Michael Velker, Camille Zizzo, Paul Sipple, and Joanne Bogenschutz. I have reviewed the voting process and can certify that we did have a fair and valid election. Before I give the results, I want to thank the 4 candidates that put in their application and shared their bios with you. With that, after tabulation of votes, voted onto the board, each for a 3-year term, are Michael Volker, Camille Zizzo, and Joanne Bogenschutz. And voted onto the board for a 2-year term is Paul Sipple. Congratulations. Mr. Chairman, as is our custom, I make a motion to destroy the ballots.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Thank you, Camille. Thank you, Jamie. Congratulations to Joanne Bogenschutz, Camille Zizzo, and Michael Volker on your re-election to 3-year terms. And congratulations as well to Paul Sipple on his election to a 2-year term. I would like to thank all the candidates for their courage to step up and the effort they made to apply and their motivation to serve. Jamie has made the motion to destroy the ballots, and Camille has seconded the motion. Members, please vote on the motion to destroy the ballots. There will be a 30-second pause as votes are tabulated. Right, so the ballots will be destroyed. Before I close our annual meeting, I again want to thank and congratulate our members and staff for dealing with the challenges that were presented to us in the past year. I have realized how wonderful a credit union we are, as we have all come together to deal with these challenges, and we're still able to be a successful credit union. We will always take some time to celebrate what we have accomplished. I am sure the members who started our credit union in 1937 never imagined where we would be at this 86th annual meeting. Over 123,000 members and almost 2.7 billion in assets. From small beginnings, great things have happened. All because of people willingly helping people. We have shown that whatever challenge is put in front of us, we will take it on and not deter us from being a great credit union. The great essayist, American essayist, Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote that nothing great in life can be accomplished without enthusiasm. I know we have great enthusiasm as we move forward in 2023, and our goal is to continue to strive for excellence. On behalf of the board of directors, Chris Allen, our CEO and president, the senior leadership team, and all the members of Fox Communities Credit Union. And of you, the members, I thank you for your patronage and membership this past year. We appreciate your commitment by being present for today's annual meeting and for being members of Fox Communities Credit Union. We are a family, and you are all an important part of us. Fox Communities Credit Union's story has been made up of over 123,000 individual member stories. We have woven a great fabric by people helping people. Thank you for being loyal members. Finally, I would like to adjourn our 86th annual meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn the 2022 Fox Communities Credit Union annual meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I move to second.
Thank you, Jamie and Joe. And now there will be a 30-second pause as the votes are tabulated to adjourn. The motion to adjourn has passed for our 2020 Fox Communities Credit Union annual meeting. And I would like to leave you with this thought. Please be safe, be healthy, treat each other with kindness and respect, and we will see you here next year for our 87th annual meeting. This now concludes the audio and video broadcast portion of our meeting. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.